Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. We have match number 4 with our budget burn. Yes, we'd like to play first. Another great, this is a solid hand. Shard Volley, Hellspark Elementals. Keep it. Going up against MTG Killa 187. All right. We don't have a first turn play. We're not going to Shard Volley away anything. So we'll just pass. Well, maybe I would Shard Volley off a... No, I wouldn't even Shard Volley off a Goblin Guide. I don't think so anyway. Okay, he's going to Gitaxian Probe me, which is good. He's going to be taking 2 damage to the face. Right off the bat. So that was definitely worth it in my opinion. To see my hand. And that's going to actually take him another damage. Down to a 17. This is where burn really shines against decks that do this. This is... I have no clue what this is going to be. A higher... This is... Oh, this is going to be... This can be Infect. And I do think this is worth it. To take out a Noble Hierarch. Yeah, that's definitely the play. It does put us back, but it keeps him from going his really, really good aggressive draw. And we still need 2 lands for anything. So I think that's worth it. I'm not 100% sure. Because he was willing to do a damage to get that Hierarch out quicker. And there's Gitaxian Probe again. Put him down to 15. At this point, though, I don't think I can afford to Shard Volley off anything else. Unless he wants to do that. Ugh. Can you kill me 1 turn? Because I think... Yeah, I'm still thinking Shard Volley is the right play, though. Because then he could protect it. Possibly, possibly not. I'd love to draw into, like, a Lightning Bolt here. Because then I have Shard Volley, Lightning Bolt. It's tempting just to Shard Volley off the Agent. He'd have to have double Mutagenic Growth. Most likely going to do that. I'm going to Shard Volley it this turn. And then we just have to draw into a land to cast the rest of our guys. But the thing is, like, Infect, he could just have a very light hand of creatures. I can't let him untap with Blighted Agent with 3 lands. Because then he can go Might, Mutagenic, I die. And there's a Marauder. That's... I can't block. So, unfortunately, I do still think it's Shard Volley. And keep it down. So... Again, that was 6 damage to the face I could have done. But now he's got to show me another threat. And he's got a Dryad Arbor. I could care less about... Oh, never mind. Okay, so that's when you get a... When he's got double answers in his hand. And this is where it's gonna... The land is really going to hurt. Because he could easily just kill me here. And this is where Destructive Reveille is really good, too, because he brings in Wild Defiance out of the sideboard. It gets really, really rough for me. And maybe I shouldn't have worried about... Well, just Double-Blooded Agent draw with Noble Hierarch can grind me out quicker than I can kill him. But if I wouldn't have Shard Volleyed would have had a Blighted Agent way to possibly kill me on turn 3. But I would have had 6 damage to the face and Skullcrack... Possibly Keldon Mauraders Skullcrack would have been enough, and especially if he Verdant Catacombs, that would have put him exactly at 11. Yeah, maybe Noble Hierarch's something I don't have to worry about. So, see, there was the Might. And if he's got... I guess he's just holding back ways to keep his guy alive. Because that's all he has to do is keep the Blighted Agent alive. And, oh, it's just become immense. Okay. So I think I still made the right plays. He had pretty much the best hand possible for Infect to have. We will bring its... A Smash is actually not that bad because it kills Inkmoth Nexuses at instant speed. Molten Rain is also not bad. Rending Volley is a way that I can kill off-blind agents, but I don't know if it's really worth it. I do want Pyrite Spellbombs, possibly. 2 damage, kills off stuff. Well, maybe I'm just going to go the quickest route possible. I think I misplayed this game pretty poorly. Other than they are faster. Infect is faster. So Molten Rain, it could come in. Maybe Shard Volley is not the right play. Or a Skullcrack definitely is not the right play. I don't need Skullcracks. He's not gaining any life. So either Smash or Molten Rain can come in. And I'm thinking Molten Rain's a little more powerful than Smash. And everything else looks pretty solid. I'm going to keep everything else in the deck. Mutagenic Growths are still really good, as I don't have to worry about my life total. So yes, I'd like to play first. And this is a terrible hand. We have to mulligan it. Way too many lands. This is okay. See if our opponent mulligans. He's thinking. And he does mulligan. So we'll keep this. See if he likes his 6. He does like his 6. So we'll lead off with the Swiftspear, of course. I could hold back a Lightning Bolt for... No, it's definitely Swiftspear because I can kill the Glistener Elf on turn 2. But I do need help. I need a lot of help here. Keeps up his no fetch on turn. He has no turn 1 play, which is very good for us. And we need to avoid a land and draw into basically anything in the deck. I don't want to see another creature. Another Swiftspear, if I do see a creature, is ideal. But I don't want to see like another Hellspark Elemental. We'll play the Hellspark Elemental this turn for sure. Lava Spike's great. I still think it's Hellspark Elemental while it's open, though. Get him for 4, he'll be down to 15. And then we have a guaranteed 6 damage, which is really good versus a deck that's going to be fetching, shocking, mutagenic growthing. This is looking very good for us. Wonder what he's getting for with his Wooded Foothills. A Vapor Snag? Nothing. Okay. Down to 14. Inkmoth Nexus. Spellsky is okay. Do I care about a Spellsky? I can't get it up to a 4. Now I can, though. So this is interesting. I think I Lava Spike. Puts him down to a 9. And, buddy, thank you for that. But you can't redirect a Lava Spike. Thank you for the extra 2 damage. I mean, that was really nice of you. And see if he does it again for me. Anyway, to explain that, Lava Spike can only do damage to a player. So Spellsky, and he did it again. Okay. It doesn't... I can still lose this, though, is a funny thing, because I think he'll be down to exactly... And we'll Lightning Bolt him. Which now you made a redirect that. But now you're going to have to give up your Spellsky. But he gave me an additional 4 damage for no reason with the Spellsky. So Spellsky has to have a legal target. It will let you change the target of a spell or ability to Spellsky, but it still has to be legal. So it lets you target it, And then it says, oh, that's not a legal target, and then pushes it back to the face. So you can spend this to say, change the target of spell or ability to Spellskite, which is really weird, a weird ruling with how Spellskite works. The legality of it, I mean, I guess it's debatable. Should you be allowed to target a spell that can't really target Spellskite? He scoops, but he's actually not dead. Well, yeah, he could block and then go to a 1, and we would have drawn 2 lands. So actually, he wasn't. Ooh, that's getting way scary. And then Shard Volley would have finished him. But Infect is a rough matchup. I'm thinking that actually maybe Mutagenic Growth. Well, Mutagenic Growth can power through a Spellskite. No, he can just redirect it. Yeah, I'm going to take them all out. And we're going to bring in the Smashes for Spellskites. All of them. In fact, I'm going to take out a 1 of Molten Rain as well. And bring in all the Smash to Smithereens. We'll smith this. Alright, so here's a pretty decent hand. It's got the Searing Blood, it's got a Lightning Bolt, it's got a Hellspark Elemental. We'll keep it. He loves his hand. He kept that. Does not have a first turn play, though, so I hope it's a Blighted Agent, not a Spellskite that he's keeping up, because Spellskite is going to be a bit difficult for me to deal with. Did not like to see that land, of course. We're a little bit flooded here. I'm sure search for a breeding pool. I'd love to see a Blighted Agent, and I will bolt it off immediately and hope he Mutagenic Growths it. It is a Spellskite again. So that's a bit hard for me. Yeah, but it does put him slower than what Infect likes to be. And if I draw into a Smash, that's perfect. Alright, so this gives me a play. We'll spike him. See if he wants to change the target again. It's crazy how he tried it twice. And next turn I can Hellspark Elemental and attack in. Depending on how... Like, if he wants to change targets to Spellskite a lot, I'll just bolt him. And then have him change the target to Spellskite, doing 3 damage, and then that way we can kill off the Spellskite with the Searing Blood. Alright, so he doesn't do me the favor this time. But I'll pass to him. This is where it does get scary, though. Pendelhaven. There's the Glistener Elf. And another Glistener Elf. So I could easily die here. Hasn't used a lot of life. This is interesting. I think what we do is we... bolt off an elf and let's see how he does this. Probably should have actually taken out the Hellspark Elementals in this match. A Molten Rain would have been fine here to kill off a Pendelhaven. Now, target one creature gets +1/+1 or +1/+2. So we will have to Searing Blood the Spellskite. And if he does have a way to pump up the Spellskite, that'll work. So, okay, so he does change the target. So we will Searing Blood it. He'll be down to a 10. Okay, might. He mites it. That's really good still. Because that takes that away from a Glistener Elf. And he might just be looking to grind me out. Which could easily end up happening. He has 2 cards in hand. He's going to start giving Glistener Elves. Yeah, pumping up Glistener Elves. And a Might. So I'm down to a 7. 1 card left in hand. The Spellskite's going to be very obnoxious to deal with. And he might... Okay, he looks like he's got to become immense again. So those are both very difficult hands for Burn to beat. Maybe these Hellspark Elementals, they would have been something relevant. But it's hard when they have the Become Immense draw and the cards and the Spell Sky. There's the Smash. Smashed would have been nice earlier. Could have smashed and then still don't know if I really could have done anything. But we'll go on to the wrap-up video. This has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Playing on a Budget. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Gathering Magic and check out our Playing on a Budget playlist, which contains every episode. Thanks again and hope to see you soon.